my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready?
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, ready.
Young now. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young going to give to Brooks. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready?
Young. He'll try and do this himself. Going right inside here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Panthers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 6.
Down.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's Young. As he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Let's go. 70 left.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
At the 37-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a back cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down. A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Now McCarthy. We're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
McCarthy going to throw again. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
They'll look to throw again. That went out wide and intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys. And don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play. There in the open field.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown. Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young now from the 50. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Vikings first down.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, here we go, go!
Right back to Mason. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the shotgun, McCarthy. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And space tough to come by there. It's going to get maybe a yard to the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. McCarthy. And this one incomplete. And another throw. It really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
The play fake. Now Young. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Ready, set.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Brooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos, don't throw 18.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're having pass midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, now McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now an audible here into something else.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Throwing again, McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Green Jack.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Carolina. great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
To the air with McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed out behind the line of scrimmage. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They get this out left. A great job to hold it to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Viking 18.
On play action, McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Throwing is McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And the Vikings first down.
19-9.
First down and 10 yards.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
The 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To the air again, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself.
This is caught. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
22.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Young.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks, 28 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Fitzgerald now for the extra point.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, run, 18.
They're going to look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A dump off for Mason. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Ready. Ready.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Throwing. Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
A handoff running left, Brooks. 146 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
At the 47.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And Young's going to throw it here. That is caught. McMillan with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. 22 yards there, a first down.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.